Now let's head over to KRQE News 13, Elizabeth Alvarez, our morning anchor, cohort in crime. Good morning, Elizabeth. Quick check on news today.
Good morning, Matt. Good morning, Kristen.
Hey.
Good morning to you at home. Let's get right to your news headlines this morning because we've got a lot to talk about. The big voting controversy in Sandoval County is getting even more complicated. We are waiting to find out if state police will impound all the ballots, and at the same time, we are hearing from a lot of angry voters.
If you have any sense of honor, you would resign immediately and take your staff with you.
Was this election a fair and honest election?
Okay, so that is just a taste of what voters told Sandoval County commissioners and election workers last night at a meeting. They are upset over the extremely long lines on election days in Rio Rancho. Now, this is what the county clerk, Sally Padilla, told us about it.
On a presidential election, there will always be long lines. If people do not take advantage of the early voting and the absentee that's been made easier for them now, then there will always be long lines.
Now, Padilla is a Democrat, and some Republicans think she created the long lines on purpose. They have now gone to court and have gotten a judge to order some ballot boxes be reopened. State police will also impound all the ballots once they pay $2,000 for that to happen. The lottery scholarship in New Mexico is a program that is not hitting the jackpot these days. In fact, it is getting close to the red. So, two UNM students, Jake Wellman and Caroline Moreta, are bringing students, parents, and state legislators together for a summit later this month. Now, they are trying to figure out how to keep the lottery scholarship going and keep the money coming in. You see, ticket sales from the lottery are down more than $16 million in the last 6 years, and a number of students getting the scholarships is going way up.
Brother's a junior in high school right now, and I think his group of students who are looking to graduate and trying to plan out where they're going to college are going to face a big uncertainty. They won't be sure, if their college will be funded, if they'll have to take out loans, if they'll be able to justify the loans that are required to go to an in-state college.
Now, at this summit that they're planning, the group plans to review whether scholarships should be based on how much money students need to go to college, not just how they do in school, as well as possibly requiring students to get more than just a 2.5 GPA. Albuquerque is about to lose dozens of high-paying jobs. GE says they plan to shut down a plant and move their jobs to Alabama. The company's Intelligent Platforms division will close a year from now. The plant sits near Paseo and Edith in the North Valley. 70 high-paying manufacturing and engineering jobs are going goodbye. These jobs have to do with building embedded computers for things like fighter jets and Humvees. This is the second time GE has slammed Albuquerque. A few years ago, they closed down their longtime jet engine plant in the South Valley. However, there is some good job news to report to you this morning. The new home furnishing and appliance store is looking to hire about 45 people. I'm talking about Texas-based Conn's Home Plus. It is setting up off of Hotel Circle near Eubank and I-40. This chain also plans to open another store next year on Albuquerque's west side and over in Las Cruces. And lastly, are you a discharged veteran of the U.S. Armed Forces? If so, this is for you. The state is announcing a new veterans designation driver's license today. Now, according to the New Mexico Department of Veterans Services, the purpose of this designation is so that law enforcement can better identify veterans who may be suffering from mental health issues such as post-traumatic stress disorder. The new licenses will also make it easier for veterans to take advantage of discounts. And that wraps it up for your Friday morning headlines. Be sure to catch Kristen, myself, of course, Matt Morrow, right here on KRQE News 13 at 4:30 every morning during the week. All right, guys, I'm going to send it back to you. Have a good Friday.
Yeah, you too. Thanks, Elizabeth.